Charles IV, King of Bohemia and Holy Roman Emperor, had a long and successful reign. The empire he ruled from Prague expanded, and his subjects lived in peace and prosperity. When the emperor died, the whole empire mourned. More than 7,000 people accompanied him on his last procession. The heir to the throne of the flourishing empire was Charles's son, Wenceslas IV, whose father had prepared him for this moment all his life. But Wenceslas did not take after his father. He neglected affairs of state for more frivolous pursuits. He even failed to turn up for his own coronation as emperor, which did little to endear him to the Pope. Wenceslas the Idle did not impress the imperial nobility either. His difficulties mounted until the nobles, exasperated by the inaction of their ruler, turned for help to his half-brother, King Sigismund of Hungary. Sigismund decided on a radical solution. He kidnapped the king to force him to abdicate, then took advantage of the ensuing disorder to gain greater power for himself. He invaded Bohemia with a massive army and began pillaging the territories of the king's allies. It is here that my story begins.
Hola, hola, ¿qué tal a todos? Aquí estamos en directo y vamos a jugar a este jueguecito. Atrás. Pena que no se ponga. Las voces no están en español. Ponemos todo muy alto. A ver si peta. No acuerdo. No, va bien, va bien, va bien, va bien. Seguimiento ocular de Toby, o sea que se puede jugar en realidad virtual. Me fumo 3. Pues sin más, le damos. Ya había empezado, pero no lo acabé. Entonces vamos a... No, modo normal. Warthorse. La primera parte del siglo. 15 fue una época turbulenta para el Sacro Imperio Romano, que había florecido durante el mandato del emperador Carlos IV. El rey enfureció a la nobleza, así que su medio hermano, el rey Seguismundo... ¡Joder! Es que no te deja leer. Estoy en cámara. Qué bonito, Hasta el 1 tiene buenas cinemáticas, 1403. De locos. Cómo trabajan, como esclavos,
God bless. Same to you. Today's a scorcher.
Well, husband, how goes it?
Good. I should get it finished today. Where on earth is Henry? I need him to run some errands.
He was still sleeping when I went out.
At this hour? Blue-blooded idler.
Well, it looks like he was out all evening, drinking like a lord.
Go and get the lazy bones up then. Quick clout.
¡Hala! ¡Azotazo! ¡Toma!
Henry!
¡Oye!
Get up now. There's work to be done.
Get up or I'll come get you up, you slugabed.
Hear that? You'd better not vex him. Now get up quick. Your breakfast is on the table. Wait, what's this? Have you been... Oh, Henry. How many times have I told you about fighting?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just a scratch.
You've been at that sword play again, haven't you? You'd better pray your father doesn't get to hear of it. You know how he feels about it.
Oh, don't worry, it wasn't that. I just scratched myself is all.
Well, just don't come crying to me if you really do get hurt. Now get up, you rogue. A fine state you're in this morning. What on earth did you get up to last night?
Por medio de las dos primeras opciones de este diálogo se puede decir que... Sí, no son las deseadas, no hay que preocuparse. Todas las cuestiones se pueden desarrollar sin limitaciones. Estábamos departiendo en la taberna. Estuve bailando. Estuve trabajando en la forja. Oh. Espérate, se puede jugar con el mando. Parece que tiene las funciones del norte. No sé yo si será buena idea. Seguramente llevo un arco o una ballesta. Estuve trabajando en...
I was sweating in the forge all day yesterday, and then I was helping Fritz and Matthew with some errands. So I'd say I have a right to be a bit tired.
Well, I've got a feeling there's something you're not telling me. And it's connected with that scratch on your hand. And that suspicious-looking character with a sword who turned up in town recently.
Entonces, tiene que ver con ese... Y ese caballero de aspecto sospechoso con un acero... Mutear nuestros... Yo qué sé, verdad.
You think he's teaching me sword fighting, don't you? What use would that be to me? Here. I'm not lying to you.
All right, then, if you say so. I don't mean to pry, but you know your father takes a dim view of such things.
Do you need me to do anything, Ma?
Ah, you're a good lad. But I'm fine. It's your father needs helping with that sword.
Matthew and Fritz come looking for me.
No, I haven't seen them this morning. They shouldn't be hard to find. They'll be hanging around a tavern somewhere, as usual.
That's unfair.
Really? So where were you until the small hours last night?
I was... with Bianca, of course.
You mean at Bianca's tavern? And who was there with you? No, don't tell me, let me guess. Matthew and Fritz. Well, at least you were with Bianca. You should hold on to that one, Hal. She's a clever girl. And invite her for supper sometime. Your father's very fond of her.
Of course he is. He thinks he'll be able to wheedle the secret of beer brewing out of her.
You're right there.
Hola.
You'd think he was planning to become a brewer in his dotage. Still, that's your father for you. At least he's interested in something, unlike you lot. You're too busy getting into mischief to do an honest day's work. If Fritz and Matthew carry on this way, they'll wind up swinging one day. You mark my words.
Is Father angry with me for sleeping late?
He's not happy. Yesterday you promised him you'd help finish that sword for Sir Radzig. He's not as young as he was. And you know how his joints pain him. He's too proud to complain, but he needs your help, Henry.
I know. Don't worry, Ma. Of course I'll help him.
Good. He always says his knees ache when there's a storm coming. I hope they're wrong this time. It's looking like such a nice day.
No,
Can I
hombre.
get something to eat?
I left some breakfast on the table. Help yourself.
Hala. Hay que recogerla para ello. ¿Y puedo comer? Inventario tengo, llaves de baúl, llaves de puerta. O sea, soy un pringao, ¿no? Ahí ponemos la camarita. Así, de guapo y sexy que soy. Prendemos la luz. Bendita la luz. Uf, 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 uf. ¿Cómo de...? Así. Ay. ¿Esto? ¿Se puede coger? Me lo llevo todo, mamá. Espera, ¿se puede cambiar la sensibilidad? Control. Joder. Ahora. Puedo cocinar la manzana. Queso. Queso. Quiero queso. Mi inventario que... Jugador. 1. Fuerza 2. 2. Agilidad. Psiquitro. Vale. Entonces... Ya me puedo ir, ¿no, mamá? Mamá, ¿me puedo ir?
Henry, what do you need, son?
No, nada.
Goodbye.
Quiero coger la manzana. No. Hay más aquí. Manzana para mí. Leña. ¿Dónde cogemos esto? Cebollas. Guau. Manzanas, trocadero. Sí. Podía ya robar a mis padres, ¿no? ¿Qué está haciendo? Lo siento. ¿Y hay mapa? Sí, hay mapa. Vale. Oh. Ah, estoy limpio entonces. Pues. Dios, cuánto material tiene aquí, ¿eh?
What's the matter with you? Steve? Didn't you hear me calling you?
Entonces... posición social y parcial, de forma que en tu atuendo, tu aseo, además de tu reputación, puede suponer una gran diferencia en la forma en la que la gente te responde. Si tienes un aspecto peligroso, la gente temerá enfrentarse a ti. Y es más probable que te asignen misiones y reuniones. Todo ello depende de tu fuerza y el efecto disuasorio de tus armas y equipo, pero también influyen otras cosas como las manchas de sangre de tu ropa. Puedes confiar en que el dinero hable por ti. Solo tienes que acordar una suma pulsiva, sobornar, comprar, ver, comerciar o regatear. Puedes probar cualquier otra habilidad como la equitación, sino también la oferta en concreto, ya que a veces no basta solo decidir en función de lo mejor que decides. Tienes que leer lo que vas a decir. Ah. Pero a cada persona hay que tratar de forma distinta. No te intimidarás aún matando con facilidad. Y te vistas como te vistas, no será fácil impresionar. Que impresiones a los nobles. Por eso las habilidades de Henry no tienen valor universal asignado sin más, sino que se comparan con habilidades de su homólogo. En el juego, bajo los correspondientes iconos, puedes ver los valores de las distintas habilidades. Siempre puedes ver tus propias habilidades. Las habilidades de tu homólogo son visibles para ti si es alguien a quien conoces bien o si se te da bien escudriñar a las personas. Se aprende la ventaja empatía. Pero eso es cuestión. Sucio sagrado, todo eso es importante. Pero también significa que si no puedes resistirse a la ladina lengua de un comerciante, por ejemplo, quizás quieras antes envenenarlo un poco y así será más fácil de persuadir. O si alejas al guardia de sus amigos, será más fácil asustar. Vale. Le hablo así a mi padre de tolero que me dé órdenes, ¿eh? No.
Sorry, I had to go and deal with something.
Well, it's no great tragedy. Anyway, we've a lot of work to do today. I'm finishing the sword for Sir Radzik, and I need your help.
With what?
I'm running out of charcoal. Run to the market and buy a bag from the charcoal burner.
I'll need some money then.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Kunesh still owes me for an axe, a hammer, and the nails I sold him a month ago. Not to mention his debt from before. Go and tell him to pay up, at least for the axe and hammer, and then use the money to buy the charcoal.
Kunesh? That drunkard? That'll be fun.
Well, you're a big lad now. I'm sure you can manage. If not, tell him that next time I'll come myself and personally use that hammer to bang those nails into his arse.
Joder.
He'll be happy to hear it. Is that all?
Not quite. The Chamberlain at the castle has the crossguard for Sir Radzik's sword, which I had engraved in Sasau.
You want me to go and pick it up? All right. Money, charcoal, crossguard. Got it.
And ale. Stop off at the tavern on your way home. I know you'll be going there anyway to see that girl of yours. But make sure the ale's still cool from the cellar when you get back.
Her name is Bianca.
Right, so make sure Bianca draws me a nice cool one. Run along now, work won't wait.
No. A ver. Cobrar la deuda en el C. Vamos a cobrarle a este cabrón deudoro.
Which king do you mean, must the puppy ask? The one sitting in some godforsaken dungeon, or the one who holds the key to the dungeon?
These are strange times.
Voy a ir a la C. Es este tío. Oye, a ver. Págame.
My father sent me to get the coin you owe him for the axe, hammer, and nails.
I've got nothing. Clear off.
You know you owe father for a lot more than just the axe and hammer. If he went to the bailiff about it, you'd be in deep water. At least pay for the tools if you can't pay for everything.
I told you I have no coin, you bastard. Get the hell out of here, or I'll use the axe on you.
Look, I know things aren't easy. Your wife ran off, booze is dear these days, and you're as much use as a square wheel. It's no wonder you're short of coin. But a debt's a debt, and I can't leave here without something.
You son of a whore. How dare you speak to me like that? Didn't your thieving father teach you any manners? No? Well, I'll teach you then. Sure.
Oh. No será su asistencia, man. Pues si no me dio.
You're going to cry now. Take that! I'm over here. You'll die.
Cabrón. Pero
You had it coming, you pup. And your old man can fuck off too.
Págame acá.
Beating wasn't enough for you.
But you still owe my father.
You'll get nothing from me. Tell that to your old man. I'm telling you, lay one finger on me and I'll have you thrown in jail.
La verdad. Sí. ¿Cómo? Me curo, no. Nueva entrada. Ah, entonces ahora tengo que robar. Que ahora te quedaste sin hacha, ¿verdad? Gilipollas. ¿Dónde tienes los clavos, hija de puta?
A locked chest. I'll need a lockpick to get into that. Fritz might have one.
Pues le como la comida.
Get the hell out of here. There's nothing here for you.
Vale.
Mother of God.
Tranquilo. ¿Dónde están los clavos?
What are you doing here? Are you after something?
Sí, los clavos de mi padre. ¡Devuélveme los clavos!
One beating wasn't enough for you.
But you still owe my father.
You'll get nothing from me. Tell that to your old man. I'm telling you, lay one finger on me and I'll have you thrown in jail.
Cabrón. Pero, ¿dónde están los clavos, tío? Aquí no.
Right, try that one more time and see what happens. I'll chop you to pieces, you rat. Jesus! Oh!
Pero si... no jodas.
Here.
Pero soy tan malo.
Sod it! Yo.
Tío. Mamá, mamá. Mamá. Qué hijo de puta, tío. No, no, no. Es asqueroso este modo de combate. Es raro, tío. Voy a venir aquí y te voy a volver a meter la paliza, tío. Voy a curarme junto a mami. ¡Mamá, cúrame! A ver cómo estoy. Mamá me va a curar. Mamá, ayúdame.
Ma? Ma! I'm hurt. Won't stop bleeding.
Now, stop squealing like a baby and show me that. There you are, good as new. You ought to learn to do that yourself.
Thanks, Ma.
Mamá me ha curado. Me ha curado mucho. Tío, pero es tan difícil pelear, tío. Me cago en la leche. Le voy a partir la cara a aquel tipo. Me va a dar los clavos y todo. Voy a noquear. Estoy curado. 100%. Me vas a devolver los putos clavos. Y el martillo. Estos hijos de puta. Ven aquí. ¿Dónde está? Ven, ven. ¿Vas a devolver los clavos?
Is that some new kind of game?
No puedo noquearlo.
What do you think you're doing? I have a mind to call the guards.
Venga, ven. Ven, ven, que voy a entrar en tu casa. Ven. Ven. Venga. Venga, venga, venga. ¿Y ahora qué? Ahora estamos tú y yo solitos, Ah, claro. ¡Hala! Espabilado, que eres un espabilado. ¡Hala! ¿Qué? Muy chulito eras tú, ¿no? ¡Hala! Hasta luego. ¡Hala! Y cerramos la puerta. ¡Venga! Cabrón de mierda.
Good day, Henry. Good health to you.
Necesito 10. Vale.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Sure, why not?
No te vamos a tener tanto si quieres comprar barato como vender caso.
No deal then.
Espera, le puedo vender los clavos, ¿no? Vender. ¿En los clavos? Venga. Te doy 2 quesos, venga. Bueno, ahora ya tengo dinero para el carbón, ¿no? Me lo vende más caro que hijo de puta. Vender, a ver. Te vendo esto. Y esto. Joder, estoy arruinado, tengo para... Bueno, vamos a retar.
Let's talk about the price.
Naturally.
A ver.
Is this enough?
Well, that's too much.
I'll go for that.
Vale. Venga, véndeme el carbón. Necesito 10 de carbón.
Can we do something about the price?
Sure, why not?
$4,7.
What about this?
Well, now a little more and we'll shake on it.
Qué hijo de puta. ¿Así?
See now, I knew we'd come to an agreement.
¡Hola! Me ahorro un céntimo. De locos. Vale, y ahora tengo que ir a la... sección de esgrima. ¿Por dónde? Por aquí.
Hey, Henry's come to me. Hey, Pip, do you want to learn something?
No, I don't think so. Thanks.
Suit yourself. Have you recovered from yesterday's great wound?
It was nothing. Except Mother noticed and had a word or two to say about it.
No mother's happy when her son starts to take an interest in swords. Where there's weapons, there's death. The question is, what do you want?
I don't want to rot in this hole forever. I feel like I don't belong here. I want to live and see the world. The world's a dangerous place and I need to know how to protect myself.
Spoken like a man. And as it happens, today's your last chance. I have to leave. So, are you ready to get stuck in?
Yes.
All right, I'll wait on the ground by the sheepfold as usual.
No lo puedo. Ah, qué pena. Qué pena. Podría no crearlo.
You can't be serious, Dutch. Insulting our king.
What insult? I say only the truth. Sigismund has done only what he had to.
He had to abduct the king. He had to lure his cousin Prokop into a trap and imprison him. He had to invade with his army of Tatars and besiege Kuttenberg.
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for a king? The empire is falling asunder in his hands. The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate as king because your Wenceslas would not go to their deeds even.
German counts. Traitors.
Now even the Pope
God be with
is
you,
opposed
Henry.
to your king.
I'm with you,
So
Matthew.
are such lords as
What's going on here?
Rosenberg,
Deutsch is spouting shit.
What?
and
Just
Wilhelm
listen and you'll hear for yourself.
Someone has to bring order and reunite the empire.
What do I care about the Austrians? And nowadays, not even the devil himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the rightful pope? The one in Rome or the one in Avignon?
Do not blaspheme, Alex.
No, it's true, though. Wenceslas is the king of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are on his side. To hell with Rosenberg and his cabal. Sir Radzik is Wenceslas' commander-in-chief. He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this, he would have you whipped like a dog.
Your deed will soon have nothing left to rule. Jobst had to sell Luxembourg to help your king. South Bohemia is with
And
Sigismund
don't forget about Gutenberg, where Germans like you kissed Sigismund's feet to keep their heads.
Yes, but...
Goodman Deutsch, this is pointless. Let us talk of more pleasant things.
My words exactly.
Deutsch has gone too far. Wenceslas is our rightful king.
Deutsch is an idiot. But what can you do?
I might have an idea. Deutsch deserves to be taught a lesson. Doesn't he, Fritz?
Too right, Matthew. Should give him a proper hiding.
Are you mad? Do you want to end up in the pillory?
Don't listen to Fritz. I've got a better idea. Deutsch was talking such shit, it made me think of that huge parliament. You know, the one right next to his freshly whitewashed house.
You think we should redecorate for him? Count me in.
Well, I'd rather torch it, to be honest. But throwing some tears will do.
What do you say, Henry?
But I was going to get ale for father and a few other things. We're finishing Sir Radzig's sword.
Come on. Throwing a few handfuls of manure is not going to take all day.
And it's our duty to defend the honor of our king.
So, Hal, are you with us?
No. No lo haré. No lo haré. Tengo que ayudar a mi buen padre.
Not that I don't want to teach the Deutsch a lesson, but I really don't have time.
Well, that's disappointing. Still, we can manage without you. Let's go, lads.
Honestly, Hal, how could you possibly chance like this?
Estima.
So, is Henry going with us or not?
Allá vamos. Hola, Bianca.
God save, my lovely. You're looking well today.
You too, handsome. What brings you here?
Your beauty, of course.
Oh, noble sir. I'm as honored as any simple maid can be. And apart from my beauty, what else might your worship desire?
The Deutsch is mouthing off again.
Oh, don't talk to me about him. He's a good customer, but when it comes to
Es un dolor de
politics,
muela.
horrible. The number of times I had to throw him and the others out so they wouldn't start brawling.
Well, I'd say he's in exceptional form today. I need ale for father.
A pitcher as usual?
Aye. Bring me a cool one from the cellar.
But of course. Here you are.
Thanks.
It's on me today. You can pay me back this evening.
Ay, esta tarda.
Here you go. And this evening I'll have something more for you.
I can't wait.
Thanks. You'll have something to look forward to this evening.
You too. Oh, by the way, that shifty-looking fellow was asking after you.
Vanya.
I suppose. He is a man who makes his coin rubbing on his wayfarers. I'm sure of it. I'll be happy when he's gone for good. But what in heaven's name are you up to with him?
He promised to teach me how to use a sword.
What use would that be to you?
Enough. You sound just like father. I'll be going now. See you this evening.
Hal, I've got something special for you.
Is that so? Now what would that be?
Your favorite, Savior Schnapps.
Really? You're an angel.
I hope you'll thank me properly later.
You bet I will.
Nach. Es Nach Redentor.
Good health to you, Henry.
Para guardar. Hola. Bianca. ¿Me dejas irme? Bueno, habrá que esperar a que barra la tierra esa. Por favor, Bianca.
Business, Henry.
Hola. Me subiste la parte y no me dejas irme.
If it's charcoal you want, talk to my hired hand. I've no time now.
Ah, ya se fue. Aquí no hay olla. Uy, perdón.
Here's a hoe. Need straw for the winter? Then you'll need a rake.
Fabric, thread,
Welcome, Henry.
buttons, laces. Come, people, come. Thanks. Do drop by again.
Ah, esto es para sastrería. Vale. Tengo que ir al castillo a recoger los gavilanes. Pero yo soy un medio noble, ¿no? Tengo mejor caso. No. Voy a esperar, vamos a entrenar con la espada.
About time. Have you got everything I wanted?
Kunish didn't want to pay, so I got no money for those things you sold him. But I took them in lieu of the debt.
Took meaning he gave them to you, or took meaning stole?
If he didn't pay, then they're still ours. How can you steal something that's yours?
Fair point. Give it to me then, and here's some money for the rest.
¿Dónde era? Ah, es por el otro lado. ¿Verdad que había subido? Bloquea los golpes del oponente. Como escudo consume un 30% menos de resistencia. Enterrador. Ah. Pues vamos a aprender un poco con la espada. What the fuck, ¿y ese salto hacia atrás? Ven, bicho, bicho, ven. Lo puedo acariciar. No lo puedo coger, ni acariciar, ni nada. Vale, vamos a aprender.
So, can we get started?
Podemos, sí.
Can. Good. And since today's the last time we'll be seeing each other, you can show me everything I've taught you so far. Very well. Let's start with the basics. Keep moving. Your life depends on it. All right. Now try to hit me. You have to put your weight into your attack. If you just fiddle around, you'll get nowhere. Try slashing from different sides. Unpredictability is the key. Never repeat yourself. Nice. Fine. Good. Once again. Good. Once again. Fine. The point of the blade is for stabbing. Try it a few times. All right. Very good. Fine. Good. Let's try something else. One strike I can fend off without a sweat. But if you chain your strikes, I'll have a much harder time. As soon as you land one blow, follow it with another. Now you're getting it. Good. Once again. Fine.
Encadenar ataques.
That's enough. I don't know about you, but I'm tired and thirsty. Remember though, train hard. No one becomes a master swordsman overnight. You have to work and work. And the main thing is to use what you've learned in real combat. There's nothing better than experience, believe me.
Bueno, pues vamos allá. Joder. Estaba pensando en probar una cosa de... Le doy un puñetazo en el culo y me dará una patada y saldré volando. Pero mejor no lo pruebo. Qué bonito está este juego, por Dios.
I'll be with you.
I'm with you, Henry.
How are you?
I've just been to the tavern. The Deutsch was saying all kinds of shit about how Sigismund should be king.
That bastard. One day he'll get his teeth knocked down his throat if he doesn't shut up.
Father sent me. We're forging a sword for Sir Radzig, and the Chamberlain has the crossguard and pommel. Father had them engraved in Sasau.
Right. They're here. The Chamberlain gave them to us for you. We looked them over. Beautiful work. I've never seen anything so fine.
I can't wait to see the sword. Just make sure you don't botch it.
When did I ever botch anything?
Where shall I start?
Shut up and give me one, or I'll kick your ass this evening.
Right away, your lordship.
Magnificent. Shame I can't keep the sword for myself. Well, I better go if we're to get the job done by this evening.
Godspeed. See you later in the tavern.
You certainly will. After today's work, the ale might even be on me.
Oh, qué guapo. Solo tengo esa misión. Es pequeñito este pueblo. Es Caliz. ¡Papá, te traigo todo!
About time. Have you got everything I wanted?
I have charcoal, the hilt, and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son. Where have you been with that ale? It's as flat and warm as horse piss. Go back and get me another, and you can pay for it yourself. That's the price of stupidity.
Joder, se calentó la cerveza. A ver. Y se venden los Gaby. Valen 600. No, no lo vendo, no. La puta.
I'm back.
I can see that. What's the matter?
I need another pitcher of ale. The last one wasn't cold enough for Father.
You want me to get it for you?
Aye, and a smile from you.
Here you are.
Thanks.
It's on me today. You can pay me back this evening.
Out of the question. Here you go. And this evening I'll have something more for you.
I can't wait.
A ver si esta cerveza le está bien al señor. Madre mía, me hizo ir a por otra cerveza, el cabrón. Pero papá, macho, ¿cómo me haces ir por otra cerveza, macho?
About time. Have you got everything I wanted?
I have charcoal, the hilt, and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son. Well done. Right. Let's see what kind of job the master in Sasau did for us. Look at that, lad. That's what I call craftsmanship.
What does the inscription mean?
Damned if I know. Doesn't look like Czech to me. Latin, maybe? Lord Radzig ordered it. Oh, this will be the finest sword I've ever made. Have you got the charcoal? Good. Then fire up the forge. We'll put it all together. By the way, I heard some gossip about what happened to Deutsch. I expect you know something about it.
Maybe.
Maybe? Someone threw dung at Deutsch's freshly lime-washed house, maybe? And maybe those cronies of yours had something to do with it?
That Deutsch was talking treason in the tavern about Sigismund and the king. He got what he deserved.
Oh, got what he deserved, did he? Look, I don't know if you're mixed up in this or if it's just those friends of yours. It's all the same to me. But I have a trade to run. The German pays well. And having my son in the pillory helps nothing and nobody, least of all the king. Do you understand? Yes. Look me in the eye, Henry. Do you understand?
I understand.
Good. Then we'll never have this conversation again.
Joder, no me da tiempo a leer.
It's right to let traitors speak ill of the king.
Does that boy ever listen to a word I say? So Deutsch spouts rubbish. So what? You might win a fight with violence, but you'll never win an argument. Remember, Henry, if you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth, not your fists.
The furnace is ready.
Right, we'll do the grip. I'll heat it up, and when I take it out, you slip the grip on so it fits exactly. You know what you're doing. Do it. Good. Once more. That's it. Done. Now file it down so it sits well in the hand. I'll prepare the guard.
Father, why did you leave Prague? Who ever heard of a master swordsmith making horseshoes in a village?
I had my reasons, Hal. And here I have your mother and you. Why would I want any other life?
Do you remember Emperor Charles?
I do. Life was good under his reign.
Better than now.
He built half of Prague, and a score of castles, had a bridge made over the Moldau, and founded a university, and all without a war. He knew how to rule.
Better than Wenceslas.
Better by far. But Wenceslas doesn't have it easy. It's hard to step into the shoes of someone whose like is born only once 1,000 years.
What about Sigismund?
Do you think Charles would have brought an army down on his own people like Sigismund? No. Wenceslas may not be the equal of his father, but Sigismund, he brings shame to the royal name. How's it going? Give it here, and we'll put it all together.
It's magnificent.
Indeed it is. The Lord be with you. My father sent me for those nails.
Good day to you, Teresa. They're ready. Will you fetch them for me, Hal? They're in the trunk in the living room.
Henry, are you all right?
Hasta la que le salva la vida. Espera, espera. Otra vez. Otra vez, otra vez.
Henry, are you all right?
Ay, a ver, aquí, los clavos, ¿no? Oh. Todo.
How are you, Henry? Take care.
Me voy a lavar. Vino la moza esta.
That will do. Go and get those damn nails.
Está haciendo otra espada.
That will do. Go and get those damn nails.
¿Dónde está la espada? Ah, ya se enfrió, ya se enfrió. Voy a echarle otra vez el fuego.
What are you loitering around here for?
Here are those nails you wanted.
Thanks. So, how's Bianca?
She's fine. Why do you ask?
Just wondering, will you be going to the dance this evening?
We will.
Maybe we'll see each other there. Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my way. That sword is truly beautiful.
Fine lass, eh? Now stop staring at her and come and see this. It's time for the trial by fire. We did a fine job.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsmith.
Well, those days are gone, sir.
You haven't lost your skills, though. Would you like to try it?
Sir, what good is a sword to a commoner?
Let him try it. You still have a lot to learn. Ask your father to show you how. He knows what he's about.
Learning his trade will serve him better in life, sir.
Perhaps. But who knows what the future holds for each of us. I see that you almost have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work, very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Svan?
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. How odd to find such an accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this. A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave. Here you are. Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
He certainly will.
Once it's ready, send your son up to me with it. Good work, Martin.
Sure.
It's been an honor, Sir Ispan. Have a safe journey to Sasau.
The honor is mine, Sir Radzik. Thank you for the hospitality.
A long, peculiar history.
That was a long time ago. I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Will you teach me how to use it like Sir Radzik said?
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down.
I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
You talk as if you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head on your shoulders. I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first, I'd like to see the world, meet new people.
Meet them or beat them?
Meet. You have to keep going on about it.
Then you've no need to learn swordplay.
A messenger.
He was in a hurry. What's happened?
Dios.
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
And what about you?
Your mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You'll do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Radzik. If anything happens, he'll take care of you. He owes me.
Closing!
Move it, people!
Come on!
We're running
Come
out of
on!
time! Oh, Henry! Thank God! Get inside, quick! We have to shut the gates!
Get running, people! Come on!
Mind this for me.
Are you mad? You can't go back!
Get through the gates!
Traumático, ¿eh?
Come on, Hal! You can still make it! Run! Find a horse! Ride to Talmberg! Tell them what's coming! Warn them!
Run by the moat! There's a path down there! Jump down from the wall and flee!
Pero... ¿Por qué me estás pegando? ¿No tengo que correr? ¡Oh! Pero qué hijo de puta, Bueno. No me jodas. No me jodas ni correr. Man, es que empiezo desde el principio. Es que no he puesto ningún punto de guardado. Mira, ahora no me sigue. Vale. Toca mirar, no me jodas. Pero... What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? No puedo. ¿Quieres subirte al caballo? Pero, tío, que... Pero... No quiero combate. ¡Oh, Dios! Quería salvar... Quería salvar a la chica. Silve. Vamos por culo todo. Vamos, corre, no te quedes atrás. ¡No! 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 ¡Es silbao! He silbado. Y me he bajado. No puede ser, tío. ¿Por qué me está costando tanto? A ver, a ver. Hostia. ¿Esto? ¡No mires atrás! Uf.
Left. Hamburg is to the left, along the stream.
No jodas.
Yeah. Run for it. Yeah.
¡Hijo de puta!
Run for it.
Oh, God.
Next to the left.
¡Ey! Hola.
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches, Pablo.
¿Qué tal?
¿Ya te vas?
No.
Estoy aquí en una persecución a caballo. En Twitch.
Yo, pero me voy a cagar en sus muertos. Esto, macho.
closing the gate!
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages. Tell me, boy, who are you and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the ground?
A huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Tartars, you say? Yeah. Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours.
I don't know.
Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that arrow out. Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Como nuevo.
Thank you. If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage? Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground. But a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Gutenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
Wait till I tell you what happened to
Has descubierto tu cama. ¿Dónde está mi cama?
But it's no excuse for rudeness.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach. I heard about your father. They say he was a swordsmith who moved to the countryside to make horseshoes. I can't understand why he'd waste his talents, but I'm sure he had a fine reputation. It's a great loss.
Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Pobre chaval.
Damn it, I'm hungry.
Ahora me curar.
Please tell me what happened in Skalitz. I have kin there.
It seemed like any other day. And then I saw thick smoke rising above the hamlet of Rovna. Soon Sigismund's army were finished there and came for us. The order to attack must have come even before the alarm bell rang.
God preserve us.
We all ran towards the castle for shelter, but they were too fast for us. They slaughtered everyone they caught and torched their houses. I barely escaped, and they murdered my parents.
God bless you, boy. I'm terribly sorry for your loss.
Vamos, comer. Pato asado. Vamos a llevarnos todo. ¿Cómo no? Quesito. Manzana. 1 o 2, mío. Así por lo menos tengo algo para comer. Consigo teniendo hambre. ¿Fuiste tú el que bostezó, Pablo? Pablo. No, no, no. No voy a cerrar, no voy a hacer. Dormir. ¡Hala!
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you, but I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands. A fellow by the name of Kunish owed money to Father, who sent me to collect it from him. Only Kunish had no intention of paying. It got a bit heated, as often happens when there's money involved, but Kunish still wouldn't cough up the coin. Father was too generous for his own good, letting even a scoundrel like that buy on credit.
Oh.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzik. The sword was taking shape when Sir Radzik himself came to have a look at it. He praised Father's work and said that with his smithing skills, he could easily make a living in Prague or Vienna.
You don't say.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town. A horde of soldiers was amassed. Pennants flapped in the wind, the armour glinted in the sunlight, and the horses whinnied impatiently. They were waiting for Sigismund to give the command to attack.
How awful.
And then death descended on Skalitz. Father told me to take shelter in the castle while he went to get Mother. She was stranded in the town, surrounded by Sigismund's butchers. And then I saw him knocking down one Cuman after another. I never saw him fight like that. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armour, saw Father and charged at him. He cut down my father without a thought. And then he turned on my mother. And he murdered her in cold blood.
You poor boy. May the Lord have mercy on their souls.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I needed a horse to get to the safety of Talmberg and to warn you all.
And with all that was happening, you thought of others like a good Christian.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Like a valiant knight.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
It's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Harville punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
Este quiere tirársela.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
Tengo que ir a... Venga, vale. Voy al baño.
Prendere un cellulare e poi si scappa. È solo a cavetto. Non sai. Pissala. Con il tablato. Mi stava lì. chiuso per mettere il carro davanti al supermercato.
Yo estoy aquí de nuevo. Me como un huevo. Uy, ¿qué hice? Pablo, estás silenciado, ¿eh? Si me estás hablando, no te oigo.
Ya.
Me voy a fumar un petardo. ¿Qué estás con el Aska?
Sí.
Está molado, ¿eh? Está guapo, ¿eh?
Hostia.
Ah, no veo un carajo. El foco me deslumbra. Vamos a ser amables.
Keep your old wives' tales to yourself. Anyway, you think Sigismund wouldn't catch up with us in the forest? Here, at least, we have a chance to defend ourselves. The well is deep, and we've got decent
Heed my command. All will end well.
Este no se moja, ¿eh?
You men down there, tell the people outside the walls to prepare for attack. Quickly, do you understand?
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmud in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on scouts.
It's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Givish sent to Scarlets to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
Aye, we will.
Halt! Who goes there?
Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Rubber?
Sir Radzig. What a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir. He is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzik, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Thank God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
But sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help it. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Baldic.
I see you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people, too. These are dark times. Move out!
Anywhere, people! Move out! It's only a short way to Ratai now.
¡Hala!
Men, tonight we'll have triple patrol. Sort out the watches between you as always. And if I catch anyone boozing, playing dice or slacking off, I'll personally break every bone in his body. I want you to keep a close eye on everything nearby. Sigismund will surely have sent spies, and likely men as well, to follow the Skalitz people now he knows they've fled. Keep your eyes peeled, and report everything to me at once. Understood? Henry, I need to have a word with you.
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch on the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yesterday.
Of course I'll help. I'll have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid. And don't worry, I'll tell the men to relieve you later. May the Lord watch over you.
Vigilar las almenas. Hola. No hay luz. No veo un carajo. Venga, a dormir. Pero, ¿qué son las almenas?
That's not the way to the battlement. Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your first watch, eh? I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you.
Sí, pero no me cierres. Si te estoy siguiendo, no me cierres la puerta en las narices. No se me vaya a mojar la cama. Anda. Qué lento va. Ya se no veo un carajo.
Good day to you. What do you need?
What do you think about how the Skalitz folk managed to flee the siege?
Thank the Lord. I thought it was Sigismund descending on us.
It seems everyone thought that.
Well, we were all expecting the worst. And the truth is, I'm still worried what will happen when Sigismund comes here. And come he will, of that I'm sure. I just hope we'll be as fortunate when we're face to face with that fucker. By the way, Henry, my condolences.
Thank you.
Good luck to you. Farewell.
¿Pero qué hago? Tengo que ir por aquí. Uy. ¿Pero qué tengo que hacer?
God be with you.
Farewell.
Ah, esperar hasta la mañana.
Be off now.
Are you looking for me? Good day to you. God be with you.
Este no habla. Bueno, pues vamos a dormir. Y ya lo dejo por hoy por aquí. Partida guardada, vale, ok. ¿Es el día? Sí. Bueno. Lo dejo por hoy. ¡Ey! ¡Hola!
Ya, ¿compraste los juegos?
No, estoy jugando al 1.
No, pues es casi igual.
¿Eh?
Es casi igual.
Es muy parecido. ¿Viste antes? ¿Qué gráfico? Tiene unos graficazos.
Buenas noches.
No, eso sí.
Bueno, ya lo voy a dejar por hoy.
Acá tengo muchas preguntas para ti.
Lo dejo.
El asca.
Ajá.
¿Cómo se hace el tinte blanco?
Uf.
Va, eso no hice.
Uf.
Y yo lo veo una cosa muy tribal para poder hacerlo. ¿Sabes? O sea, es muy sin sentido.
Pero es que... Entonces,
¿Ande?
no entiendo. Porque para hacer el...
Antes restauré un guardado, me cago en su puta madre.
¿Por qué?
Antes tuve que... Hostia. Me atacó un montón de bichos árboles y calaveras, tío. Yo, nada
qué
más
llevas?
eso, volví. 22, creo.
Blender.
A mí me atacó y el oso. No me dio tiempo a matarlo. Se fue. No, es que
Bueno.
me fue por encima, de noche.
Entonces te tiro con todo.
Cierro directo ya.
No me tiró con nada. Se lo iba a
Hostia,
matar.
llega las calaveras y los bichos y lo primero que hace es romper el almacén.
Bueno,
Perdí todo
gente del directo, adiós. Me voy, hasta mañana. Mañana sí
Perdí todo el material. No, como no tenía guardado,